influence others. There are four major keys of influence. You influence people, number one, through communication and concrete reasoning. What does it say? It talks about how we talk and how we think. Influence is something that you may not see from the beginning, but you can see the outcome. And for sound influence to take place, then you must be a strong communication strategist. You must be a deep thinker, a sound reasoner. Everything that happens on earth today begins from the mind. Then it is carried on the vehicle of communication. The people you lead, the people you walk around, don't see your mind. No. They can only understand your mind through communication. They don't even see your reasonings. They can only see your reasonings through communication. In Proverbs 23 verse 7, the Bible says, as a thinketh in his heart, so is he. We're talking about deep reasoning. We're talking about sound communication. So the question is, when you speak to people, how do you communicate with them? How do you speak with people? It's not everybody that is talking that is making sense. That we must understand. There are noise makers and there are news makers. So for you to be a person of influence and you want to influence other people, you must understand that your communication must pass across a strong message. A clear message. Clear and strong message. Your communication must pass across a clear message. This is what you're saying. In communication, you speak to people to such a point that they have a visual picture of what you're saying. Your words create images. Your words create visuals. It's like saying we're going to build a 50-story building. That word 50 in the mind and in the mind's eye of the person I'm speaking to has created an image. So the person begins to count the floors, the stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you understanding right now? So in the next 12 months, we have a church growth target of about 7,500. You begin to count the number. 7,500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 6,000, 7,500 in 12 months. January, February, March, April, May. Is somebody getting right now? When you speak to the people you lead or you speak to the people you work with and you begin to communicate this stuff, it must create a clear picture. A picture. When your communications lack pictorial effect or visual strength, it becomes noise. Anytime you're talking with people, there must be picture, create image in their mind. The next thing to understand about communication is that you must know what you talk about. Don't just talk. Don't give third-hand message. Have a direct understanding of what you're saying. Know what you're communicating and communicate it with ease. That's why it's very, very important that you understand or study whatever you want to carry out before you communicate it. Because sometimes questions are going to be asked. And nothing is as terrible that you're making a presentation and questions are asked to you and you don't have an answer or a sound answer to the questions that's been asked. So study very well what you communicate. When it comes to reasoning, your thinking must be very logical and also easy to analyze problems and produce the solutions. When it comes to reasoning, you don't spiritualize reasoning. Let's say they say there's an economic problem in the country. You don't bring a pastor to deal with that who has no understanding about finance. You say, let's go pray. No. There are thoughts that you give logical thoughts. But you engage your mind and think professionally. You think logically. You analyze things until you are able to prefer or produce a solution to that thought. In great organizations or manufacturing companies, multi-billion-dollar organizations, there are people that they employ with just the aim of thinking. How do these people think? They think forward.